the final episode, one way or another. We'll all find out what this was all about.
No pressure, Joshua.
Or like, whatever. Maybe we won't. We'll just end pointlessly.
Cliffhanger.
Welcome, terrible listeners. I don't know why I say that. Sounds rude.
Why would you call them that? That sounds like treason.
We are back. Oh, we haven't missed a beat. I haven't missed this game. It's going to be another 2 years before I have the energy to come back to Paranoia.
Oh, I hope not, because I've got so many more stories
much
to tell.
material. We could just do this forever.
There are 4 missions in this book alone.
Oh my goodness.
And then I was starting to write one before I decided to use this book. So
I'm Justin Ecock, and I just died. I'm playing Lyle. I was going to work out like my
Lyle
voice was
the
going to be
Third.
real wiry and just annoying, but we haven't really gotten into role-playing voices, whatever.
Nobody's put on their role-playing voice.
Lyleoli,
Except the computer.
number 3, recently met his demise by basically clubbed to death by pirates. I didn't expect that in a dystopian sci-fi game,
Basically,
but
he says.
here we are.
Very accurately.
Around the table, still alive
on the table.
and loyal.
table is the
for
boat.
now.
I mean, I'm
She's
number
number
1.
She's
Pre-Poison playing Tortioli.
When will you get to file
I've
all
got-
your forms?
When am I gonna get to file all my forms?
Where would this river end? It's just the river of hell. It's like, where's the debrief already?
I'm just stuck on this table waiting to file my forms. It's fine.
Speaking of the river, this is Natalie Wallace playing Ecoioli, also known as E. coli, the second, still only the second, who keeps dunking her head in this delicious strawberry
Sailing the
sauce.
river of Redacted.
Yep. Also known as Pirate Queen, but not really, because that would be treason.
I am the pirate
But I'm pretty
queen.
close to that point.
And of course, the hero, really, the beef boy himself, the saucy Moxie.
What a saucy noodle.
It's me. It's Adam Bash playing Jaboy Ravioli.
Ravioli.
I appreciate the pause there of just like, really?
Well, he had to flex first before he said his name,
Did you
right?
not? Did you not have the flex
right.
in your head too? Because I could hear it.
I got
Yeah,
the
there
Okay,
we go.
perfect.
I did that little peck dance.
Thank you.
We're all picturing
and
it
of
now.
course your game master and friend computer, Joshua Barbeau, ready to reach for the plug, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes.
I have that on my form is what we're doing.
Oh good.
See?
we need to
so
drain this.
You're not here. You're dead.
Actually, he shoots out of a tube,
Like a slip and slide.
like a slip and slide,
Come.
and then bounces off of the red juices,
Skipped like a stone.
before
hurt.
landing face first, just short of the table into the muck, complete with all of the gear that he had prior to death, minus 1 broom. Mop.
Mr. Suds! It'll be
Minus
fine.
one
I'll
mop.
just request another one. Work for it.
What could possibly go
Oh,
wrong?
my crimes didn't happen to me.
Washed
It wasn't
away.
mine. It wasn't even washed away.
As if on
I didn't do
cue,
it.
hup, 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 hup,
Oh, good.
a security team of troubleshooters shows
Are
up.
they the same ones?
They are.
Yes, Steel Eye! I give him a
Their-
thumbs up. Don't
Their
worry, we got this
leader,
covered.
Steel Eye,
That is real.
Good old
says
Steely.
we were called here to eliminate some pirates. I don't see any pirates.
Oh, she's the pirate queen.
They went that away. I point to where they were around the
I
corner.
pointed at Coli, so she's the pirate queen. I already filed the paperwork.
Computer, we want to report some meddlesome infrared workers for falsely calling a security team.
No, they're down around the corner. You go around that corner.
I also would like to point out Infrared Beard.
Oh, yes, he's
Oh,
Who
there
is
is infrared
floating
beard
in
in
the
the
water.
water.
Yeah.
And by water, we mean strawberry sauce.
And Roz points out as well, it says, look, there's the dead pirate. We beat the pirates. They beat the pirates under my orders, so I'm going to take all the credit for them beating the pirates. The computer shows up and says, Loyal Roz, you have led your team to success, and clearly they were successful because of your loyal leadership skills. Here, have 500 experience points. Did I say experience points? It's XP points, not experience points. XP does not stand for experience. Redacted. 500 XP points to you, Roz, for your loyalty and quick leadership and decisive destruction of pirates. I mean traitors.
We
There are-
didn't need those 4 experience
There are
points
no
anyways. I gave the thumbs up to Steel Eye. Big ol' smile.
Steel Eye grumbles and
Don't worry, you'll get your target soon.
starts walking away.
No, hold on. I have paperwork for you.
You have paperwork?
I have paperwork that I am supposed to, according to my paperwork, turn into the nearest security officer, which is now you, and I've been waiting for security officer, so now it's you. Also that. I hand over my broom.
The broom is gone.
Doesn't your team have a security officer?
No?
Each member of your team should have a specific role. Where's your
I look at
where's your
Rav.
where is your team's security officer?
Oh, there he is, coming around the corner. I point at Rav.
I also point at Rav.
That's the boy.
Well, then there you go.
Oh,
And he
well,
hands,
then I'll
he
hand-
hands the form to Rav and the
then-
broom to Rav.
This is gonna be awkward because this is a physical thing that I've written.
And then Roz says, "Oh yeah, that is a thing, isn't it? Computer, we're not assigned bonus duties during our briefing. Our briefing officer must have made an error."
Yeah, I wonder who that was.
The computer says, "Citizen, weren't you the briefing officer?"
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but I wasn't able to assign the requisite duties because I was busy being distracted by this one." And she points at Lyle. And then the computer turns its attention to Lyle and says, "Why were you distracting the briefing officer during your briefing?"
She hadn't given me a broom, and I was required to pick up a broom. And as an infrared, I'm ignorant of everything about Alpha Complex and its rules and systems, so I didn't know about these bonus jobs. I just knew that I needed to get a
I have
broom.
on record, citizen, that you were given a broom in the initial room where you were birthed.
I was given a broom by the equipment officer later down the hallway.
You have been assigned 2 brooms. You now have how many brooms?
Well, this is why I was speaking to my briefing officer about getting a
Citizen.
broom.
Defamation and damaging of Alpha Complex
Off to a
property
good start with number 3.
is treasonous. Have a treason start.
Thank you, friend computer.
And now I will assign some awesome bonus duties. Oh, okay. Look at this. Okay, I will. Oh, very good. Everyone is submitting acquisition of treason reports against Lyle. This is great. Okay, cool. Let's see.
Well, this is so much fun. I love defending myself.
This is great. Okay, noted.
Trial
he
of
put in.
Lyle.
Wow, he put in so much work into this. This is gonna. We will bring this. I will file your report for later use during the debriefing. It will come up.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is great. All right, so
He's a lie. He's Lyle.
this is so good.
He's Lyle, not Lyle.
Let's see. We have a security officer, right? That's what we said.
Yeah, I need a security officer. This is my one purpose.
I want to be team leader. That's what I want to have happen right now. That'll be amazing.
Roz is.
Then you
gonna
don't
be-
have to do what I
Roz
say.
is going to be team leader. That's going to happen.
Okay. Then I should be the
Probably
hygiene
for the
officer,
best.
obviously.
Obviously.
Let's see. Adam,
Yes.
turn to page, let's see, this is page 38 of your card booklet. And you're going to see the second card on that is the closest thing I have to a security officer is going to be combat officer.
Okay.
Yeah, that is your new bonus duty.
Okay.
Apt.
You have 4 responsibilities on that card that are in addition to your mission. you have to also uphold those
Oh
responsibilities.
dear.
Okay.
And let's see.
Extra murder.
Oh god.
He's shuffling and
I am terrified.
this is absolutely predetermined. A lot of work went into friend computer here.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, this is terrible.
Oh dear.
Oh no, this is hilarious.
Oh. So, I will actually be requesting everyone to hand over their mops for inspection as your official equipment officer.
I could not have planned that better.
Hand them over. I need to inspect them now. I'm the equipment officer.
As the loyalty officer, I am detecting some breaches of loyalty here. As you try to take our broom.
Are you disobeying a direct order from your equipment officer?
I am a loyalty officer.
While you guys,
I have power over authority of all equipment and standard. I am
I
responsible
can
for the
report
maintenance of
your
the required
disloyalty
equipment.
to our superior.
There's no disloyalty except for you refusing a direct order of your.
As the combat officer, I would like to formally state that all of these brooms are our only weapons and should be treated as such. So they do not fall under the purvey
They
of
are
the
not
equipment
weapons. They are
officer.
mops, and I will
They
prevent
fall
the
under the purvey
wrongful
of the combat
activities
officer.
with the correct use of equipment.
At this
Excuse
point,
me,
you're.
are you trying to decide or explain tactics to me? Because my job is deciding and explaining tactics.
My job is to oversee the maintenance and safekeeping of all equipment.
At this point, your team leader Roz pulls out her megaphone.
That's why she has a megaphone.
as they're arguing, I'm just taking my mop and beginning to scrub Justin because as science officer, I am supposed to scrub out unhygiene, so I'm just desperately trying to clean him.
Great, so I take the mop that she's scrubbing and I try to yank it out of her
Your
hand.
team leader pulls out her megaphone and shouts very loudly into it, "Shut up, you buffoons!" So loud, in fact, that if you weren't already hurt, you now are.
Oh, these
You
are
are
new
hurt.
ears!
If you were already hurt, nothing happened.
Okay, cool.
Brand new ears.
Ow.
Safe.
Your ears are ringing because she's using this megaphone like
Oh my
this close to
God.
you, and it's a really powerful megaphone. It's a Chutzpah +3 megaphone. Yeah.
I still don't have a science.
Are the fact that
I still don't
half
have
of these equipments are now covered in red strawberry sauce make them an invalid
Oh,
clearance lever?
not half of them. As far as I've been keeping
All of
track,
them?
only the grapple gun and the body armor have been soaked in red sauce.
Does that make them red clearance level?
No, it does not.
Okay.
Nice try, though.
I still don't have a security officer. I'm so lost.
So
You do, it's a combat
I'll take back
officer.
the action cards that were used.
We actually
Okay.
were right. Ravioli should get it.
I'll take back the
Yeah, I
action
think-
cards that were used during that combat. You can hang on to the ones that weren't.
This is
Action
ridiculous.
cards should not be wasted needlessly because.
Okay, so are you all
Yeah.
refusing orders for these mops inspections? Seriously?
I'm just using mine. I'm trying to clean you.
I'm waiting for you and Rab to figure out if it is a
Roz
weapon
looks at you and
or-
says, "Do you have a serious reason to doubt to think they're mistreating their equipment?"
Well, they keep going missing. So, yes.
Specifically, yours keeps going missing. And that seems like an awful
All right.
disloyal thing.
Fine.
That was before I
Fine.
knew I was the equipment officer.
You're the equipment officer. Fine.
Awesome.
Roz visibly turns on her recording eyes and says, "Okay, you may inspect all the mops now while I keep my eyes on you."
Great. So, she's got her eyes on me. Hand them over, folks. Where we go. Thanks for cleaning me. Thanks for cleaning me, Tort. Coli. Thanks, me, Coli. Oh, this is Doggo.
Doggo.
Named it. Yeah.
Doc.
And we got Rav.
Rab has
Rab,
his still,
Rab.
I think.
You're doing.
Does everyone hand over their mops?
I
the
will
teeth
hand
marks
over
still
mine.
in them.
Yeah, I didn't actually make teeth marks. Come on now.
Yeah, how soft is this wood? It's pretty sturdy. Cedar.
Might have a couple teeth marks.
Hey,
So
so-
are you inspecting the mops thoroughly?
I am inspecting them thoroughly.
She's engraved
This is no longer
the
look,
contents of a form
Look,
into
I'm just
hers.
saying it's no longer a mop. It is now form CPU 5435.
so don't you have to hand that to me?
To a security officer, and we do not have a security officer still.
Yeah.
So
Nope,
technically,
you
it's still
don't.
my form. Thank you.
You can hand it to
moving
your
on the mop.
debriefing officer at the end of your mission.
All right.
Um,
It's interesting though.
Have you sufficiently inspected the
I
mops?
have team leader, and since you're recording this,
That's
is
not a
this
mop,
your
it's a
signature? I point out the clearly forged signature of the team leader on Tort's mop that the team leader
sounds
saw
like
me
a
grab.
No,
Loyalty.
that is not my signature.
I don't-
Computer,
That
I need to
sounds-
report a
That sounds like a
citizen.
breach of loyalty.
I don't know how that could have happened.
How interesting!
You have
Tort.
clearly forged my signature. The computer shows up and inspects that you've clearly forged a signature, and you get a treason stuff. And I'll take back the number one player here thing.
Oh.
I'm gonna hold on to this until I decide someone else deserves to be number one.
Oh, that worked out for me. Thank you.
That additionally seems like a failing of our equipment officer.
I give back all the mops.
Yeah, you
Thank
are.
you.
The computer says you are correct. That is a failing of the equipment officer. You can also have a treason star.
Thank you, friend computer. Worth it. All right, 15 minutes in. Let's start this episode.
Are we really 15 minutes in?
Yeah, really.
Okay. 5-0? No, 15. Okay.
1-5.
15.
All right. So, let's see. Away from the domain of infrared beard, the guiding
He
arrow
was very dead.
points.
Domain.
The guiding arrow points down a darkened corridor. The walls are narrower here, and the ceiling is lower, and more wiring has been exposed and eroded by the red desert topping. Not desert. Dessert. Red dessert topping.
It's suddenly very dry in here.
Does it have an unusual geometry?
After another
Strange
few
architecture?
minutes, the passage opens to a circular room
Uncanny.
with a wide spiral staircase ascending upwards. A thick stream of red dessert topping pours down into the area from above. Your cerebral cortex pings gently to let you know you've arrived at your destination.
A soothing sound.
There's no sign of a plug.
Oh, crap.
That's because are we still in the sludge?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Probably
it's
under.
obviously a plug.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
your head is
electrical.
supposed to be in the sludge, so like, why aren't you
For the
looking?
remainder of the
See
mission.
it. Just because my head's
Traitor?
in there doesn't mean I
had-
can see
well,
it.
why didn't you take the breathing apparatus?
He's totally dead.
He's definitely dead.
Definitely dead.
That seems like treason.
As the loyalty officer, I see no treason. Oh.
All right, well, you all have
I'm
some
the
brooms
worst
then. I guess
person.
you can feel around for a plug.
Pretty much, yeah.
My form
I,
definitely states that the first thing we should do is locate a plug.
Okay,
This is-
let's locate this.
This is why we have mops.
I will jump into the red
all of
goo,
us who still have mops.
take a nice big swig of it, and then start using my mop to feel around the floor.
Okay, cool. As
I want to get back into my sugar high. This character should not have a sugar high.
I feel like I should be reporting you for like too much
Yeah,
carb
I'm
intake.
like worried.
Like you're overstaying
I'm
your
worried
like
that your
daily
caloric
rations.
intake is like too high.
This one's not lasting much longer, okay, guys?
Clone 2 diabetic coma.
Yeah, wouldn't that technically be theft?
Is it theft of rations?
Theft of alpha complex property.
Yeah.
It's not really theft if it's still in my body, all right? If I haven't, like...
I'm pretty
still
sure
on
if
property.
you
I don't
steal
know.
something from a store and eat it, it's still
Yeah.
Still theft. I think if it's in your body,
Well, if I
it's
stay in the store...
that's
I didn't-
possession of stolen property is
like
what
I
that
didn't
is.
steal the iPad.
I ate it.
It's
So
stuck
if
inside
I
my
ate the
pants.
phone.
It's not theft.
It's not theft, it's ingestion. God.
You'd think a loyalty officer would know
It's
better.
soon to be indigestion, for the record.
So, what part of the room are you inspecting? It's a large circular room. I'm going to designate 3 areas. There's the entrance where you came from, the area by the spiral staircase, and then the other area, which is
I was
neither where you came in, neither the.
Gonna go by the
staircase.
spiral staircase.
Okay, you're examining the spiral staircase. Okay, cool. So as you go by the spiral staircase, looking up the stairs, it looks like something bad has happened. The staircase is a tangled mess of smashed metal and bits of alpha complex, blocking the way. Red dessert toppings pours through the gaps in the rubble. Beyond this is as you're checking with your mop, you reach what seems like the edge of the floor. It seems like the spiral staircase goes up to a level above, but also
Goes down.
to a level below, which
Only
is
you had a breathing
hidden
apparatus.
I know.
by
And
red
any
goo.
way in which to see in
I'm
through
sure
the
a
red
combat
goo.
officer can hold his breath for a very long time.
I hear he's great at athletics.
He's real beefy.
And he likes being in red sauce. Okay, perfect.
Saucy.
I mean, he already dived in there
It's
once.
true.
Listen, I'll have to explain tactics of this situation to you here. Obviously, that's not nobody can do that. Nobody can do that thing you're talking about.
It's impossible. Stay out.
Now, you could requisition additional equipment, like a breathing apparatus. You could use your XP points, your valuable XP points, to buy additional equipment from this list here that you don't have access to viewing.
So what do you know if a breathing apparatus is even on that list?
Heck, perhaps there might be even an upgrade like gills, which could be or something like that. That could be a biotech modifications that could allow you to breathe underwater. That's not.
But are they going to
Those
allow
would
us
go
to
really
breathe in
good with
strawberry?
Rav's neck ripples. Like all those veins, just adding some extra.
That sounded
gills to it.
that sounds like muty talk to me.
Oh.
Here's what I'm concerned about. I don't think even if we had a breathing apparatus,
Identifying a mutant is something that's worth.
Yeah, and,
XP
and
points,
falsely
just so you
accusing
know.
someone as a mutant is also treason. And I'm not a mutant, obviously.
oh, I didn't say you were a mutant, but I said wanting gills would be a mutant thing to do,
Yeah.
which I don't want
Well,
gills.
being a registering yourself is fine. You can as long as it's sanctioned and registered. That's different. Unregistered mutants are a problem and a menace and must be exterminated immediately.
Wow, how do you know that?
I don't know.
Sounds like something maybe a mutant would know.
It's obviously something I just picked up being clone number 3. I'm so much more advanced than the rest of you now. With all of my levels of experience.
would you perhaps
Technology.
say that too advanced for an infrared?
I'm saying, I just all my accumulated life experience. I mean, I would just infer. I'm just making educated guesses. I'm very clever.
You're also still very dirty.
We're all dirty.
I think you take it to an extra level there.
Our cleanliness officer is really going to have a hard time keeping us squidgy clean afterwards.
Yeah, we're all gonna be
All
so
right.
sticky.
All right, so
I will-
who's going down there to drown?
I will try it, but if one of you requisitions a breathing apparatus.
All right, I'll work on the breathing apparatus requisition while you go down there. And if it doesn't work out, number 3 it'll probably arrive by the time your clone gets here.
No, I need the breathing apparatus to go down there. So I'm not going down there without a
We don't
breathing
have that
apparatus
much
that you've
time.
requisitioned.
If you could get it finished before I finish my form, then
My
it's just
forms-
everything's more
my
efficient.
forms
You
do
see
say-
how long it takes to do these forms?
My forms do say we would be in and out of here in an hour.
And that pirate battle took us a while. We've already wasted enough time with the loss of one of ours already.
I really wonder why we don't have the proper equipment for this job. Who would I talk to about that?
I mean,
You would talk to the computer, Roz says.
Computer.
Oh, good.
Yes, citizen?
This always goes well.
Hi, it's a pleasure.
Go wrong.
Our equipment officer did not acquire the appropriate equipment for this job.
Nice. Retroactively blaming me for something I didn't know I had to do at the time. Great. Cool.
Citizen, all equipment that you have been assigned should be the required equipment for your mission.
Yeah, see, you're
also
already
left-
fit enough to do this on your own.
He also left valuable equipment on the bodies of some pirates back there, which seems a little wasteful and
That's
inefficient.
Contraband. Those were covered in black paint. I'm not touching that with the 10-foot mop.
Citizens, is this true? Did your equipment officer neglect to recover valuable equipment?
I'm also concerned about the level of knowledge he has as an infrared.
But yes,
What
he
level
left
of
behind-
knowledge would you
Active
say?
imagination. I'm very
To
clever.
what degree of treasonous is his level of knowledge? A little treasonous? Very treasonous?
Definitely
worth
a little.
being executed over?
I mean, definitely a little. He was talking a lot about mutants.
Do you concur with his with this assessment?
I do.
Do you think he might be a mutant?
He might. He has a lot of information
Definitely
on them.
suspicious.
I'm raising my hand.
Does he have too much information?
Too much information, and also didn't get the breathing
It was
apparatus
very surprising,
off
though.
of.
We were not talking about mutants until our combat
Citizen.
officer mentioned mutants. I didn't even know what a mutant was until the combat officer
not
said
how I
yes.
remember
Susan
it.
Lyle, how long have you been a mutant trader?
0 days.
That's a lie. Lying to the friend computer.
It hasn't
is
been
I
a
am
full
not. I have
day,
never been a
so-
mutant trader because I am not a mutant.
It also hasn't been a full day, so I mean, he is.
Citizen Lyle, on a scale of 1 to 84, how confident are you that you are not a mutant?
83.
Citizen
There's
Lyle,
always a room margin of error. I don't know
That's something
who my
mutant would
clones
say.
were.
very well. Please remain where you are as a efficiency clone degradation correction bot. Will be there to
Brain scrub.
assist you
Brain
in
scrub.
correcting the 1% deviation that your mutations might have occurred.
Thank you, friend computer. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so I can't go underwater anymore because I have to stay right here. So it's
When
up
were
to
you
one
gonna
of you
go
three to hold your
underwater?
breath. My vote is still on Rav.
I love this game.
Who's got the most breath capacity? Probably the one with the biggest lungs.
I mean,
That's a barrel chest.
I
That
only
is
I only have a 1 in athletics, but I do
And
have.
here's the fun
I
thing.
do
If
have
someone
down
does go
brave.
down there and doesn't drown, he's probably a mutant.
a great way to find out. I can't go down there. I have to stay right here for my
Look,
brain scrubbing.
Look, what I'm saying is I only have 1 in athletics, but I do have the personality trait of brave that I haven't gotten to use yet. So
I believe in you, Tort.
fuck it.
I believe in you.
You going down there?
I'm
Are you
going
taking your forms with you?
Yes,
Okay,
taking my forms.
I'll hold on to your mop.
Because if I'm going down, the forms are going down with me, bitches.
Oh dear.
You worked real hard on that. Are you really?
I'm taking
I
them with
feel
me.
like, but they're gonna
As
get covered in
equipment officer-
strawberry.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm supposed to retain a pink copy of this. It says so right here at the bottom. And
Okay,
these
so
are
that'll
clearly
make it
white,
pink.
so it's going to make them the right color, too.
Perfect. Okay,
So-
then go for it.
One question before you jump off. Just throwing this out here. So you got? Are you the one with the med kits?
Yes.
So
as
hey,
equipment officer, I'll take those. I'll take the med kits.
While she's debating all this, can I still go check the other areas that I have not
Sure,
checked
you can
yet?
explore the
Oh,
rest
look.
of the room.
I
Yeah,
think there's
just to see if
oxygen
there
in
is-
this med kit.
Just in case, while
When you go to the other side of the room, you see a sign that you hadn't seen before because it was obscured from the angle of view.
yeah.
And it says, "Beware the crackling."
Oh,
You want me to expect that for you?
It's written in the same exact font that the pirates used that said, "Here there be pirates."
oh, okay. Guys, there might be I don't know. I'm worried the last set of traders planted something, but I don't know what this
But
sign
aren't you
means.
their queen? Wouldn't you know?
Well, bitches didn't tell me anything.
So you do admit, I'm recording this, by the way, to being the pirate queen then, that they didn't tell you anything.
I'm just following the
You
sign.
really should go down there to clear your name. Meanwhile, our hygiene officer is having a look at whether or not the med kit comes with an oxygen pack.
Oh, that's an excellent question.
I mean, it does say on the med kits, it's like, oh, you weren't missing a limb, now you have a spare. So, like, what if I go down there
Like iron
I mean,
lungs.
and my
Fair.
lungs mess up, and the med kit just makes me some more lungs so I can get back?
I mean that.
What's the over/under on
Oxygen
that?
seems pretty
okay, so like you
standard.
could take one maybe, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I
but
do
there's
have
three,
three
so-
med kits.
Yeah,
There
that
we
seems
go.
like a totally fair use
And
of a
I'll
med
hold
kit.
on to the rest as the equipment officer. I should keep it
Also,
safe.
does anybody know what a crackling is? Because I'm concerned.
like pork crackling.
It's what it
crackling.
said on the
Crackling.
sign.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, you can go find out, Tort.
Okay.
Tell us back about the
So
crackling.
I'm gonna take this one med kit, and then I guess y'all can fight over the rest of these.
right.
And I'm gonna take my paperwork and my mop, which is now paperwork, and I'm going in.
Okay.
Hey, since this is a fight situation that she just talked about, I as a combat officer, I'll take one of those med kits. Real quick.
I give the combat officer one of the med kits.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I don't want one.
You're not getting one.
I know.
Traitor.
All right.
I wouldn't give a pirate a med kit.
I would also like to use that med kit on myself.
I see how it is.
Okay. Using the med kit requires a check. It's definitely
Brains
a
and
brains
science.
and science
Yeah.
check.
Okay, that's fine.
What are
I
your...
have nothing in science, but I have 3 brains.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
so that's
I keep them at home.
Brains +2. Does that add a bonus? Or is that a requirement?
That's for the action order.
Oh, yeah.
It's brains +2 for the action order. Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
If you were
for the
playing it in a
initiative, if you're
combat
playing it in
situation.
combat, it's your
For
brain
initiative.
skill +2. That
Oh, so it would be like a 3 then.
For you, it'd be
Yeah.
3.
Okay, I rolled those dice.
plus
got
the red
2
die, of course.
Yes, I got 2 successes.
Oh, okay. Cool. You heal one of your wounds.
That red die has not screwed over
No.
anity yet, and it
And
makes
I'm
me
very
so sad because I
disappointed.
really
You
wanted
heal
to.
one of
Really
your
upset about
wounds,
this.
and the med kit is consumed. The consumables within
We
it.
should get
are
Tord on
consumed.
the way so she can do more rolls
Going.
and find
Yeah,
out if she rolls
perfect.
that 6 on the computer die.
Do it. Do it. I believe in you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed that the computer die hasn't come up yet. But
Yeah.
there's other ways.
Odds. Come on, guys.
Someone still died. It's okay.
Someone might still die.
Hello.
All right. You
I was
are-
referring to me, but
You
sure, also
are
probably
diving
You can both
underwater, under the liquid,
Under
and
glue.
swimming down to the lower level.
Yes.
Let's have your athletics
It's a 1.
and
I-
chutzpah.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah, I
say
was
probably
gonna say.
chutzpah, so another 1. With like 2 die and also the red die.
Sure.
you. Yeah.
I would also accept athletics and violence, whichever.
It's 2 either way.
Okay, cool. Yeah, here's your.
Here.
Thank you.
The red
Or,
die?
And the
she
red
needs-
die,
Of course, she always needs the red
Thank
die. Everyone always rolls with the red die.
Oh, it's still 2 successes, but no 4 on the computer die. So nothing super exciting.
Okay. Cool. You swim down there. Let's see. I need now another check.
Okay.
I assume you're looking for a plug of
Yes.
some kind?
My paperwork informs me that number 1 is locate a plug.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you've swam to the bottom.
Mhm.
And now you need to locate a plug. So for that will require a
Being able to see.
brain,
I mean,
maybe brains, and I don't know what skills this would be. What do you think?
Brains and maybe alpha complex?
No.
All right, I'm looking around alpha complex.
This is more like...
Engineer.
Operate?
No, this is more like...
Demolitions.
Not demolitions.
I mean, maybe.
athletics.
Yeah, sure.
Brains and athletics?
Brains. Brains to locate the thing, and athletics to not drown while you're doing it.
All right. So I'm gonna roll.
Feeling that lung burn.
Yup.
Any negatives in there?
Oh
No?
dear, yeah. I mean, no negatives on my thing, but that was a very bad roll.
No successes.
None successes.
Awesome.
None successes with left beef.
Blub, 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 blub. Blub.
Do I get a shiny new clone?
You get a shiny new clone.
Oh! I have
Repeat.
to report you for losing equipment.
Okay, but my paperwork floats back up to
Yeah,
the surface.
your paperwork floats back up to the surface, all soaked.
And my new clone just picks up the soggy paperwork.
Soggy paperwork
and,
and
it just shakes it off a little
shakes
bit.
it off.
Now pink.
It's pink now, so I can hold on
Oh,
to
hey,
it.
so what did you see down there?
Pink.
No, you didn't find the plug, eh? If only we sent someone down there with a higher athletics score.
It's real cloudy down there.
Do not look at me.
Why didn't you
My
use the med
athletics
kit?
is nothing.
Where's the med kit?
Oh,
That you took
and
down
along with
I mean, as it turns out, when you're dying, you can't use a med kit.
along with Bree's brand new clone, a little bot arrives.
Oh,
and,
hey, that's for me.
yeah.
My appointment's here. I haven't left.
Your appointment's here. It comes over to you, and let's see. You're gonna need. It starts scrubbing your brain through the ear,
Fun.
and you're gonna need to make a.
Oh, this is horrible.
You're gonna need to make a brains and I don't know. You're gonna need to make a brains and something check. Brains.
Science.
Science.
Psychology?
Athletics, because yeah.
I mean, this feels like the perfect time to use operate.
Let's go for something fun.
Demolition.
Brains and demolition. Yeah, that's fun.
All right, that'll be 6 dice. I've got 4. I got 3.
God.
I need
Oh,
3
yeah.
more.
Oh, you're good in demolition. Fuck.
Oh, well, you're all-knowing, GM. I trust
How many
the judgment.
more dice do you need?
I was trying to be nice. That's why.
Yeah, thank
Cool.
you. I appreciate it. You're
welcome.
very kind. Very kind.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
and
Oh.
doing the ASMR, you've dropped the dice. There we go.
that is a
2
1
success.
success.
2.
2? Oh yeah, 2 success.
success. Fantastic. In that case, you survive the procedure.
Hey.
You only lose 2 points of moxie.
Oh, you're so out of moxie.
I got 3 left.
Oh no, I forgot you had a new clone.
Yeah, he's new clone.
Yeah. All right.
Excellent.
So, what now, boys and girls? Find that damn plug.
Okay. Let's try that again, I guess. So you didn't find like anything plug or plug adjacent?
No, I was like real busy drowning.
Although we could
that's
create some kind of like breathing tube.
So, well, yeah, I mean, now you could go down there, equipment boy.
Yeah. That's a terrible idea. I have to be up here to look after all the equipment. We've already lost 1 med kit, and I'm not going to lose another, so I'm going to need yours back. Oh, you used it. Never mind.
Yeah, I did use that one.
So,
Okay, I got an idea. I got an idea.
Consider that disloyal.
I would... No.
Taking my job very seriously.
Yeah, you are. You're. I don't think you're having fun though.
No, I'm having fun.
You're having a good time.
Oh, I'm having a great time.
Is everyone having fun?
Everyone is having so much fun.
So
Fun
much
is
fun.
mandatory, citizens.
I would die if I went down there.
Okay, I got an idea.
Basically the same lines.
Let's just be honest here.
So
Honesty is
I'm gonna
fun.
go down there. At least to get the med kit, and then maybe go back down again to try to find this plug.
Okay.
But I'm gonna like unreel my grappling gun
Ah.
Oh.
and hook it to the boat or to the table or whatever. And then
The staircase.
that way, if I start to
Yeah.
run out of oxygen down there, I can reel myself in.
Okay, but like, who wants to unhook it while he's
Sounds like a plan.
That sounds
okay.
disloyal.
That does sound
I didn't say
disloyal.
anything. I just got my brain scrubbed. That's how loyal I am.
Sounds like a plan. So you hook up
Okay.
your grappling gun, you use it as a pulley, and you go down under.
Yes,
Fantastic.
I'm looking for. Well, I guess I'm not literally looking. I
It's gonna be
know
an
where the bubbles were.
athletics, we said it was athletics and chutzpah the first time, so
Yep.
let's do that again. Let's
Okay.
be consistent.
Yeah. So I'm going for the for where the bubbles were, so to try to get this med kit back. 2 successes.
Okay, so you successfully swim down to the lower level. Now we need a, what did we say, brains and athletics check. To
Oh, that I'm
find
very good at.
things.
Oh, good.
And of course, always use the red die.
Yeah.
The one that is disappointing us.
Only 2 successes.
It's waiting
there,
for
but
its moment.
Still good.
2 successes.
2 success.
Okay.
2 success.
2 successes. 2
Successes.
successes. All right. Now, don't forget. Nobody's done this in a while, but don't forget, you can spend points of moxies to add dice to your rolls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could have just gone down with a whole lot of moxie.
Mm-hmm. You
can.
find the med kit, but still no plug. Do you want to keep looking around down here, or do you want to go up further?
How much time have I been down here? Like,
30 seconds.
okay. Let's do a cursory plug check.
Cool. Another brains and athletics check on.
Oh, this is gonna be pretty. Oh well, nothing. Okay, 3 successes.
Cool. Guess what? You found a plug.
Woo!
Great. I would like to unplug it.
That's number
Okay.
2 on my list. On my form.
I guess you can start checking things off
Yeah,
when
I
he
can start-
reports back.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna start checking
All right.
things off on my
You go to
Oh.
unplug it, and that's when something stirs in the gloom of the Red Sea.
Crackling.
Long, sinuous lengths as thick as your arm uncoil from the bottom of the pit and quest upwards towards the light and around you. Yeah. So, those of you that are above the water,
Hello.
What's up?
those of you above the water,
Oh,
feel
that's
the
me.
room shift.
Uh-oh.
So there's bubbling coming up from below. And
Oh, it looks like he caught something.
And those of you below the water, and I keep saying water, but it's really red.
Strawberry sauce.
Strawberry
Swamp.
sauce.
Yeah. It's just sludge.
Yum.
Get before you can yank that plug out of its socket. You're wrapped in the coils of the tentacles of a grabby tentacle bot thing.
Okay.
In retrospect,
A
someone
crackling.
should have held on to the grappling hook so he could have hooked it on. So if he died, we could still pull it up.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Yeah, that's why we're.
Oh
That's
well,
okay.
hindsight is.
Yeah, I'd like to try to reel myself in at this point.
Of course you would, but we're going to go into combat. So,
Cool.
let's see. You guys still have some action cards,
Yep.
yeah?
Yeah, I do.
You guys still have some action cards? Fantastic.
Dun, 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 dun. Well,
I guess I'll give you guys some new action cards. Sure.
Nice.
Who
thank
wants
you,
some new
GM.
action cards? I'll be.
I really appreciate your friendship and assistance in this.
I don't have to, but
Thank you,
You
Frank.
don't have to do anything.
all right. So everyone is gonna place a card face down. 1 paranoia, 2 paranoia, 3 paranoia, 4 paranoia, 5 paranoia, and if you didn't have a card on the table by the time I said 5, you don't get to play an action this round.
Damn it!
That was Justin and Bree.
I'm so hungry and tired. Okay.
That's okay.
You count fast.
You will.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
he
did.
does.
I'm allowed. You will still get to do a basic action this round, but your initiative is last. So let's see. Does anyone have initiative 10? Action order 10? No? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3?
3.
Okay, we got a 3. What are you doing with your 3?
I'm gonna use my card, which is called Shot to the Groin.
Okay. Called shot to the groin.
So this is a attack. I attack and strike my target in a very painful area, but the effects aren't permanent. Roll a die if the target is an NPC. They're out of action for that many rounds. So I'm gonna try to like I don't know, kick this thing in
In its most
It's-
sensitive sensor
Yeah.
think I
area.
have
just
a reaction
just lucked out into kicking it in a sensor.
to add on to that.
You're playing a reaction card now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is flesh wound, 'tis but a scratch. Playing a target just as you or another PC is about to roll and attack them. I think that's what sounds like Rob's about to do. If the roll is successful, then the wound causes the target to lose a limb.
Oh,
dear.
nice. That's perfect.
So you're kicking it right where one of its tentacles is connected to its device, and
Okay.
if you're successful,
It'll be
it'll be a
incapacitated
loss of a
for-
limb. It'll be a loss of a tentacle.
Well,
You're
it
gonna
sounds
rip-
like they have some to lose, so.
Okay.
Okay. So this is a violence melee.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. Okay. So I had 6 plus the red die. I rolled 5 successes.
And none of them were a 6 on the red die.
No, I had got they're literally all 5s.
Nice.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
With
That's why we
you-
sent you down there.
This thing wraps its big ass tentacle around you, and you just grab it and you just kick and pull and you rip that tentacle right out of its socket. Coincidentally, there are 4 of you players, and it had 4 tentacles. That's just
Now
how that works,
only
right?
3.
I think I've watched
Now it
this
has
sometime.
3 tentacles.
I know, right?
There, can't get us all.
Adam, you get a good look at the thing as you're up close and personal with it. It's got 3 tentacles and 1 big giant sensor at its center. Kind of looks like an octopus with, it's weird,
A beak.
but it's
Gotcha.
it's definitely a bot of some kind.
So my action card, the called shot to the groin thing, do I get to roll that and incapacitate this thing for a number of rounds?
Yeah. So you that was your roll, yeah? You just made a roll. That was the roll.
Right. Well, okay. So you attack, and then after if the attack hits, you roll another die.
Oh, okay.
And that die just whatever you roll on that die is how many rounds that the NPC is out of action.
Oh, fantastic. Sure.
Even better.
Do that.
That's 3 rounds.
Okay, so it's stunned for 3 rounds.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Great news.
You know what's not great news? You've been underwater for a little while now.
Oh no.
How long do these rounds really last?
I'll make it your choice. You can either take an injury, one wound, or you can lose a point of moxie for being underwater.
Yeah, I'll lose the point of moxie.
All right, cool. Let's see. That was 3, right? Does anyone have a 2? 1? Yeah,
Well, we
0.
rolled-
All right,
I
0.
played mine 'cause
Yeah.
I
Hi.
Bree
messed
and
up mine.
Bree and Justin. Who wants to go first?
Okay, looking around the room, we've just got the stairs
Mm-hmm.
and the grapple hook attached to the table or the
table.
stairs to the table. So we've also got the table. We've got Roz. Is there anything else on the walls of this room hanging around?
I'm gonna
What are we
say
looking at?
that
What's the description?
you know,
Like there are like lamps, wires, pipes, fire extinguishers.
yeah. The staircase, like I said, is a tangled mess of smashed metal and bits of alpha complex, which blocks the way to the upper level.
Yeah.
Red dessert topping pours through the gaps of the rubble.
Yeah.
There's
Continues to pour.
and
Okay.
continues to pour, etc., etc. There is
And we got metal debris and rubble and
rubble, goo everywhere.
goo everywhere.
Lo- lots
there,
of goo.
There are
Lots of
the room is on the darker side, so some of the lights aren't working.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's no fire extinguishers or nothing.
No, nothing like that. I just was just trying to. I want to help, but it's all down there. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I've got some moxie. I can hold my breath. I guess maybe no one wants my help. I haven't been helpful for anything.
You're the equipment officer.
I'm the
You've been
equipment
helpful
officer.
at,
I have to go save
equipment.
the equipment. I mean, I guess I could just
Would-
request that you hand me your
Hey,
mops.
Yeah, I was gonna say, equipment officer. It looks like this mop, and I break it over my niche, has become a spear. It's a spear. Look, that looks like equipment.
Now
It's also my form. Please take care of it.
that's gonna be your action, breaking the mop. That's
Into
going to be
it.
your action, attempting to break the mop, especially if you're attempting to break it in such a way that preserves all of your inscriptions on it, your
I kind
paperwork.
of just want to break the mop head off, and I feel
Yeah.
like the
So you're-
inscriptions are up here,
Yeah.
kind of in the top quadrant.
All right, make your roll.
What kind of a roll would you like that to be? Athletics.
Sure. And violence.
And
Definitely violence.
Violence.
Yeah.
That's violent.
this
Pretty
is
violent.
This is bad.
Oh,
one.
no.
Look, I've got a 1.
And way.
You can spend Moxie.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Can I spend 2 moxie on
Spend
one
as much
roll?
Moxie as you want.
Oh shit! I'm gonna spend 3. I got so much moxie, guys. I'm gonna spend 3 moxie. Let me mark.
Can't take it with you.
Yeah, I
Exactly.
can't take it. I'm gonna spend 4 moxie. Fuck it. I'm gonna knock everything over and throw a dice.
Wasn't important anyways.
There's a
you're so
dice on the
disrespectful
floor.
To the
I don't-
equipment.
Oh, it's the one on the floor
But
is a
no,
6.
but the red
So,
one.
The red is a 6.
Oh, we got a computer roll
Sorry.
I've also got 4 successes, but
in like
also a
the
computer.
final moments of the game.
Didn't we
Oh, we're
say
not done
that?
yet.
I was worth. It's
We're
okay.
not
I
done
haven't
yet.
turned my paperwork
You got a
in, but I
boss
got
to
a
kill.
computer roll.
Let's see. Okay. Fun things to do with the computer.
They're all fun. Fun is mandatory.
Fun is it?
You break the thing over
The mop?
your knee. Perfectly in exactly the way you'd hoped. You now have a spear, a piece of paperwork, spear, pole. It's simultaneously a pole, a spear, a piece of paperwork.
This is where I
and
get
the
to
other
say
side
that
is
the
the head of
pen
a
is
mop.
mightier than the sword, right? Like
And you're
that's
like,
where that
yeah,
comes in.
I did it. And you hand it to your friend. And just as you go to do that, the computer pops up in your field of vision, filling your field of vision. So
no.
all you can see is
Hi.
the computer.
Hello.
Citizen, your levels of stress have just increased by about 210%. Please explain your levels of stress.
I just really love paperwork.
Just please explain.
In what ways is your love of paperwork contributing to your stress?
I mean, no, probably I misspoke there. I'm just so stressed out because, as it turns out, there's a giant mechanical abomination, and then Can I stick my head in the goo in an attempt to allow the friend computer to see the giant octopus robot monster?
You sure can. The computer says.
Under the bubble.
Wonderful.
Citizen, I have noticed that you have also destroyed a piece of Alpha Complex property. And this is coming so soon after you lost a piece of Alpha Complex property in a swim in the goo. What do you have to say about this?
Can I take my head out before I respond?
Yes, you can.
take my head out. But did you not see the gigantic robotic abomination?
Citizen,
Priorities, citizen. Priorities.
in what ways do you think your allies have been treasonous today?
I mean, I'm pretty sure the equipment officer requisitioned a spear. Maybe not in his words.
And in what ways have you helped dissuade him from behaving treasonous?
None of them, because I was following orders, because I'm real good at that.
How frequently do you associate with treasonous traitors and aid them in their cause?
Apparently all day.
Constantly.
Because I think that one is a pirate queen.
So you've rolled the computer
I
dice.
just give thumbs
And
up
I'm
with this.
sure that our
I didn't
drowning
even care.
friend
All
under
of a
there has
sudden,
done something.
Infrared beard is seeming like such a sympathetic character. No wonder he's
On a
sad.
scale of 1 to 84,
I understand.
how sure are you that they've done something treasonous?
75.
And why did you wait this long to report it?
I was just so busy with my paperwork.
Your fascination and over interest in paperwork is possibly a defect of cloning. Please remain there as we send a bot to correct the issue.
Honestly, I kind of agree.
It's real nearby. It's not gonna have a lot of time to get back. It was just here. You're gonna hate
You
it.
see a bot quickly swim up to you. It climbs up on
Please
top of
release-
you and
please
starts
release me.
inserting something into your ear to
Please
scrub
release
at your
me
brain.
from my paperwork prison.
Make a brains and psychology check.
I love it. Oh,
And
God.
psychology. All right.
Yeah.
At least I know what I'm doing in my turn now.
That's good.
Real dumb.
Nah, it's a nothing. Like, it's all
You
sorts
also
of nothing.
you also lose a point of moxie.
Okay.
And yeah. Actually, you lose 2 points of moxie.
Oh, I see how it is.
Yeah, that's how that is.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
She's 1 point of moxie left.
Just 1
Yep.
point of moxie left. And then we get to learn what happens when you lose all of your moxie. I mean, it's in the rule book, but,
We can't
that's
read
above your
that.
clearance level. So, where were we?
Reminded us. It's my turn.
You were still trying to do something. Sorry for the introduction, citizen.
Oh, thank you, friend computer.
I apologize.
Oh, he's number one
Number
again.
one. Number one. I am going to use my brains in science. And I am going to assist the combat officer, and I want everyone to join in with me. This is also going to be a lot of fun. You know when you're in like an above ground pool and you start running around in a circle and you
Yep.
create the centrifugal in the water? We're going to do that in the sludge. We're just going to start moving and sludging and create a nice little march and get some nice current happening here to start spinning everything around down underneath. And it's really the only plan I have.
Right,
Cool.
that does sound
You're
like
going to
fun.
lead the way, right?
that.
I'm going to lead the way.
This
science
is definitely.
Go along
This
with
is
that.
definitely. You thought it was science and brains. It's definitely an athletics and brains, though. So you're gonna roll that athletics and brains for me as you get into the waist deep into the muck and you start trudging your way through it. It's a little harder
I'm
than
gonna
you
spend
thought.
2 of my moxie, so I got some extra dice because that is a 0. Is what that
Well,
mix
it's
is. So
2
it's a
dice plus
negative.
your 2 moxie, so it's 4 dice.
But I'm
plus-
rolling with a negative stat, so it's going to be 2 plus my moxie, which will bring it to 4, and plus the dice. And if none
With
of
the
these are-
negative stats,
all
so
the negatives,
any,
it's all going to be just terrible. I shouldn't have added moxie to a negative roll, but it's.
But you did.
It's the 11th hour. I need the
Oh,
red
you
die.
need that.
It's
It's the red
very
dice.
important
Yep.
red die.
Drop the red dice. Don't do that.
Yeah, equipment officer, everyone.
How
All
dare
right,
you.
And
It sounds like treason.
Very treason.
So I did get 1 success, and I got 4 failures. So I could
awful.
fall down that gap where the stairs are that we can't
Yeah, you were
see.
walking around, but you didn't see where the
look.
gap is, and you just
I know.
go. And now you're submerged underwater.
weighted
See
down
this
by the
big
medkit.
shape with tentacles and an eye.
Oh,
And at this point, it decides to reveal itself to all of you as the tentacles climb out of the water and the giant. I'll show you a picture. Here, it looks like that. So it comes out of the water.
it's
Okay.
like,
That is many tentacles.
only because Adam Bash
Like-
is with us. Is this thing thinking we're above regulation meat size? Because this is the only thing
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
thinking about right now.
my
Is
God.
mid
So it's basically a giant sensor with 3 big tentacles
know this was gonna be
whipping
here.
about.
And by comes out of the water, do you mean like through the entryway by the so that way it's on the main level? Or
It's on the main level.
Okay,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's-
excellent.
It's,
Way
it's come
easier
up to
now.
the. It also is in
So
one of
it's
its
above me.
tentacles.
It's about yeah.
Oh,
also-
I'm out of danger.
Yeah. It's also it's blocked the way back to the surface because
Great.
the hole where
So by out of
its
danger,
body
you
is
mean-
is in the gap where the stairs
Right.
went to the lower level.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it just followed. It followed my current
Yeah.
back out.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. I'm glad I could help. All right, good luck,
So
everyone.
you're under there, and we're gonna start another round. So everyone, 1 paranoia, 2 paranoia, 3 paranoia, 4 paranoia, 5 paranoia. Does everyone have a
I'm gonna go with
card on
that
the
one.
table? Cool beans.
Do this time.
All right.
we did it.
Who's got an action order of 10?
I do.
Oh, fantastic. Does anyone
Nice.
want to call her out as a liar? No?
No.
I can't speak. I'm under sludge.
Oh.
If I say anything, I'll drown.
So what are you doing?
So my action is take your time, and so I'm supposed to describe what I'm planning to do, and I take the rest of the round to prepare, and so it happens last in the round, but I get plus 2 dice.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
So you're doing it last, but you get plus 2 dice. What are you doing, though?
I mean, I did make a spear, so I should probably use.
Yeah,
the
you went to hand it
spear.
to somebody, but
Yeah,
then he
but
jumped
then
off
they
the boat.
left. Thanks.
sank and vanished.
So I'm gonna try and use a spear, even though the person who should have used the spear because they have better stats than me a little bit left.
Yeah, I gotta throw it too.
So yep,
You're going to throw that spear
I'm
at
gonna
the,
throw that spear at whatever part of it looks like it'll hurt the
So that
most.
spear would have been really
Okay, well, you got
helpful for my
tentacles
plan.
and you got a
Man.
giant sensor. What are you?
Giant sensor.
Giant sensor
Looks
it
like a
is.
bullseye. It'll be great.
Cool beans. You're doing it at the end of the round. So
Yeah.
let's see. Anyone got a 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Oh hi.
Oh,
my
hi. You
turn.
got
There
a
you
3.
I did get a 3.
Oh, but wait. I'm supposed to go in between each of you guys.
Probably are.
Right. That's right.
Yay!
Take an aim.
So let's see. Who's up on top? I know it's
Me.
not Justin. Justin's
Me.
drowning.
I'm out of the
That's
way.
two of us.
It's just the 2 of you and Roz.
You're preparing
Oh,
to
Oh,
Roz.
Roz and
beer. Oh, and Roz. Yeah, Roz is being,
wonderful as usual.
A great, compassionate, and inspiring leader.
Cheerleader.
she's standing on
Who
top,
definitely signed my paperwork.
using the only piece of gear that she has, the megaphone, to shout or to bark orders. She picks up her megaphone and she's like, "You there! Attack that thing! Keep it away from me, the all-important team leader! You! Do be more effective at stuff! And you! Stop drowning! And you!" She's being very obnoxious.
God, micromanage.
Yeah. No, an inspiring leader, really.
Very inspiring.
It's very great. It's very great. An inspiring leader and true. Let's Let's see. What does this thing do? Does he attack Roz? Oh, you know what? Roz is making a lot of noise, so we'll say she's.
Roz has the megaphone.
We got. You're underneath the water, so we've got. Roz is going to be 1, 2, and 3, and then you're going to be 4. You're going to be 5, and Adam's going to be 6.
Can I point out that this thing's stunned?
Oh,
Adam's still
yeah.
down there. Adam's still
Right.
down underneath.
Adam is still underwater, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Rav-
also,
Rav-
it's stunned.
Also,
It's stunned.
Rav
Thank
and I
you
are
for
down by
pointing it
the
out.
plug.
It's stunned for 3 rounds, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. Well,
That's
then.
fine. You guys can go work on the plug.
It emerges from the water, but then doesn't do anything because it's stunned.
It's gonna be much easier to hit when it's
Thanks
stunned.
for the reminder.
Thanks for the stun, Rav. It's stunning.
Now,
No
Yeah.
problem.
you had a 3.
Yeah. So I
Nobody had a higher initiative.
Instead of hitting its target, a ranged attack or another appropriate action if you think you can get away with it. Hit something nearby that blows up with a 3-meter blast radius. Describe what that is. So, this is where that spear would have come in handy that I could
Yeah.
have thrown at it.
Yeah, thanks for not taking the spear.
I don't have that,
great.
but there is a grapple hook that's still hooked up to the surface that connects us down to the ground level.
That's true.
So, I want to use the grapple hook that Rav currently has in his hands.
He's got it in his hand. Yeah, he's got
But
a
it's,
grapple
it's,
gun.
it's winching, but to then let go of it while it winches, so it shoots up the stairs, passes by the robot along the way back to where the hook is, and along the way, explode, causing blast damage. Either the grapple hook, the sensor on the robot, or even this possibly volatile and flammable liquid that we've been swimming in this entire time.
I see. That requires you to utilize equipment that's
Currently in
Currently in the
possession,
possession
of
of
another
another
PC.
player.
Who can voluntarily let go unless he's a proud, beefy boy.
What do you say, Adam? Do you want to let this guy steal your piece of equipment and then
I am the equipment
and
also.
then, and then use it to try to attack this monster in a reckless way that might destroy your piece of equipment?
I need to
Absolutely not.
I need to
Absolutely
oversee.
not.
I need
All
to
right.
oversee the maintenance of this.
So, Justin, he said absolutely
No,
not. So
no,
I'll
it's
still let you use your action, but you got to come up with a different.
Great, I'll use the med kit that I still have on me.
Okay.
It's got random things that are red and sharp and all in that. So yeah, it's buoyant. It's gonna throw it up there too. I'm throwing it at it. I don't even know how to, there's nothing fucking down here.
You know,
okay.
you could have just
I-
discarded the card to do a basic action. You don't have to spend the action.
I will discard the card for a
Because
basic action.
this
to
might
try and
not
just-
be the most useful.
I'm going to die down here. Let's go and open this plug.
Okay, so you want to go open the plug, and you get a bonus die because you discarded an action card.
Thank you. And I'm going to use my last Moxie. I have 2 Moxie. I'm going to use the last one before I'm out of Moxie.
Okay.
So he does technically have 1 left.
So
is what he's saying.
what do we do to find the plug down there? That was it.
Well, they did.
Athletics and brains.
Finding the plug was athletics and brains.
We
yes.
haven't found the plug. We have found the plug.
No, I did find the
He
plug.
found
Brad
the plug.
found it, yeah.
You didn't find the plug.
I need to
You
find.
technically don't know where the plug is.
I don't know where the plug is. No one's told me. All right, so
You also can't see.
so that's
Well, I mean, you're both in this like jelly, basically. So you'd just be like, oh,
It makes it hard to communicate.
I hate having athletics. at
I mean,
-1.
I could be nice and just say, yeah, it's right where your friend pointed it out to be, but I'm,
How
this is
can you
paranoia.
see through that strawberry?
So no, roll your brains in
Deliciousness.
athletics.
All right, so that's a negative stat. So 1, 2.
I'm picking up strawberries
You sure you
for
want
tomorrow
to be
now.
spending that moxie then?
No, I don't, because negative stats are the worst. So, anyway, I got that extra die that you gave me. So anyway, I'm rolling with the 3 and the computer die, and
We got
1
a
success and 3 failures because it's a negative stat.
Glub, 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 glub,
Oh, no.
glub, 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 glub.
Oh.
Well, at least I'm not there stuck at the bottom anymore. I'm
Yeah.
back fighting on top.
Yeah, you're back on top. Clone number 4.
4. Quattro.
So proud.
Lil Quattro.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody, erase your accusation of treason. Replace the Lilioli 3 with Lilioli 4.
on your forms, make sure you update
Get it ready.
them appropriately.
Oh God.
I just want everyone to know none of you are there for me.
He had it coming.
He
had
had
it
it coming.
We never were.
All right.
Also, that's another med kit we've lost down at the bottom from
That's
someone
true.
Yeah, you're the
drowning.
worst equipment officer.
That's true.
You were.
Who's next? We got any 2s?
I'm a 2.
All right. What is your action?
So I'm not going to use my card. Instead, I am going to go grab that plug and unplug it.
Okay. Are you discarding your card to get a bonus die, or are you just putting your card back in your hand?
I'm just putting my card back in my hand.
Cool beans. Cool. You want to unplug the plug?
There are 2 bodies floating around down there right now.
Yeah, just
There
chill.
are. Okay.
Just, yeah,
Protein.
in stasis and strawberry.
Preserved in dessert forever.
Preserved in preserves.
Preserve the preserves. Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Everybody leave.
All right, we're done. Thanks for joining us here on the Terrible Warriors.
get
We'll
any
see you next
better.
time.
I wanted to get that joke out first, but I didn't. So now I'm just really jelly.
All good.
Parallel
Oh,
thinking.
you're jelly.
We all
I'm really jelly.
All right. This is gonna be an athletics and something check. Mechanics. Let's say it's mechanics.
Oh,
Athletics
okay.
and mechanics. Cause I'm, or it's violence.
You're an all.
Oh, violence sounds great. Yeah, let's take
Oh,
that.
violence sounds
You
great.
could violently pull that plug, sure.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's not violently pull the plug because I'm gonna go with mechanics. I will sacrifice the dice for this, and I think I'll be able to make it either way. Yeah. I'm good. I think 3 successes.
3 successes, and no computer.
I'm getting good. This red die likes me.
I see.
You just jinxed yourself.
I mean, the computer is real fun, so I don't know.
I know. I'm dying for it to.
Because that,
to
yeah,
go
that
the
does
wrong
sound
way.
a little like treason.
Just a little disloyal.
Just a little.
As soon as you go for the plug, as soon as you touch the plug, the bot that was obviously guarding the plug immediately breaks from its stun and returns down to resubmerges itself underwater.
That is a fast.
Yeah. Oh,
bot.
it moves like lightning. Have you ever seen like an octopus
squid,
like
yeah.
just like
Squid.
or a squid move? Yeah, it moves like lightning. Like you put your hands on the plug, and before you can even really start pulling, this thing has wrapped all 3 of its coils around you and strangles you. I'm gonna get you to make an athletics and violence check to try to not die.
Oh boy,
No.
guys, I'm in a real jam here.
Oh, you're on your own.
Thanks.
I'm dead. I haven't even shown up yet. I'm gonna take my time.
Wow. So that was
Might pick
6
up that
dice.
rebreather
I
on the way
rolled
over.
Not a bad
no. I rolled no successes. on
Yeah,
it.
it snaps your neck as easily as a twig.
Oh, beef boy.
There are now 3 bodies down there.
Eventually, we'll just cause enough displacement that I don't know, something will
I don't
happen. Nothing's gonna happen. It's just gonna be clogged. Even when we open the plug, it's just body's gonna suck
my
in and get
God.
stuck there.
Yeah, the tentacle monster returns to the surface to
good.
keep attacking
That's
those
good.
above.
That's good,
Good.
because otherwise I was gonna have a real hard
I
time getting it.
same.
Gets back into the target range.
Hey, but at least I'm back up top.
Hey,
Yeah, welcome.
back.
We're all united.
Hey guys, there's a plug down there.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you found it.
That's in my paperwork.
And one of your corpses attached to a grapple gun.
Oh,
Yeah.
the grapple gun's down there.
Well, the other end of
You
it's up
can
here,
use
so
it as
that's
a lead
okay.
back to the plug.
Equipment
Yeah,
officer.
true.
There's more equipment lost.
Yeah, you could actually follow the grapple gun right to the plug without
Oh,
having to
that's good.
search for the plug.
Oh, hey, that's great.
Well, that
That's
works.
cool. So
That was our plan all along.
it is now Bree's turn. You have your bonus.
I'm at 0. My action order is 0, so.
Yeah, but I go
Oh,
last.
yeah, so I go first then.
Okay, cool.
Thank God that thing came back up because otherwise I wasn't
I
sure what
know,
I was gonna
right?
do. I'm actually just going to discard this card to add an extra die, and I'm going to take another piece of my body armor and throw it at the bot screen.
Alrighty then.
Petition to rename our boat the SS Originality.
How much of your body armor is left now? You've thrown 3 pieces of your body armor. How much is left?
I mean, I've assumed I've thrown the 2 gauntlets. I've probably gotten rid of one of the shoes. I will take another shoe.
Okay, sure. So you're just like shambling around in pieces of armor. There's
pretty
not much
much.
left, but okay.
I still got a couple pieces probably
All right,
in there.
make your
They were all sticky anyway.
make your check.
Violence in
You're like,
throw,
you're
right?
like that Mortal Kombat player who only does uppercuts. Like, just over and over and over.
I haven't gotten a gun yet, guys,
I
okay?
didn't count those dice. So
I know
1,
this-
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Why would you get a gun? You're an
that's it.
infrared.
I know.
That
Infrareds
sounds like
don't get
treason.
guns.
That's such a treasonous
That
thought.
sounds like
you
sadness.
are such a pirate
Maybe
queen.
a pirate would say that.
I'm hoping for the computer. Oh, no computer.
But 2 successes? Yeah, 2 successes.
All right, cool. 2 successes. What were you throwing it at?
The screen.
Cool. It cracks the screen, the
Excellent.
sensor.
Excellent.
Snap.
Now we've damaged property again.
I am a pirate queen who destroys crap, okay?
God, I hope we were recording this.
She just said that out loud. Everyone picked it up.
I need a fork.
We are recording the show.
And in retaliation, the
I'm not surprised.
it shoots one of its tentacles out at you,
Yeah.
wraps it around you,
Yep.
picks you up, and throws you violently against the wall.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, it's very painful too.
I mean,
So the impact,
Oh, I don't want you to go now. You've got 1 point of treason left.
I know.
the impact of
Holding on to
Echo's
that.
body against the wall shakes the entire staircase. Some of the rubble wedged above shifts. An electrical cable slides out of the blockage and slips towards the surface of the red dessert topping, sparking as it comes down.
That sounds like a lot of insta-death.
Anyone can try to grab the cable.
Can I change?
I guess anyone except Echo.
Oh, damn.
Can I change my plan?
If you want,
Is that a thing?
you can change your plan. Yes. I will let you. Your action hasn't come up yet.
No, I'm about to take.
Oh,
my
but you
action.
specifically had an action
have
that
to take
required
your
you to
time.
prepare
To get the extra dice.
to get the extra dice. So yes, you can
Yes.
change your plan, but you won't have the extra dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like a better idea to use my bravery and then also my athletics.
By the way, Echo, you're definitely injured from that throw.
That's cool. That's it? Sweet.
Oh, that's it.
I'll take it.
And then maybe also my mechanics, because this is an electrical thingy.
Trying to grab the cable.
Yeah, athletics for that. I kind of assume.
I'm gonna let you decide what
Or
stat
operate.
and skill. It's you're trying to grab the cable. What is that?
and like pull it down towards the water.
Would mechanics and operate work for that? Because
well, you
you're
want to
dealing
put
with
it in the
electrical
water? You're
wire?
not. It's going to fall in the water. Anyone?
Oh, is it gonna fall in the
anyone
water
can
anyway?
anyone can attempt to grab the cable to stop it from falling in the water.
I kind of want it to short out the giant octo thing.
And
Like
everyone
that's
who's
kind
in
of
it.
my only plan. I mean, you'll be fine.
I'm not here.
We'll all be fine. Does the table count as grounded? Like, I don't know.
No.
I'm willing to try.
It's up to you.
Go do it.
Fucking, I don't care. Whatever. Let's do it.
Okay, so it's gonna hit the water. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
No-
I'm not gonna,
nobody's
I'm not,
diving for it.
I'm not gonna stop it.
You can't. You were just thrown. Yeah.
I'm not gonna stop it because I don't know how else we're gonna kill this thing.
And nobody else is. Okay, so
I'm not there. I haven't arrived.
Okay, oh god damn it, I'll grab the fucking thing. Because if we can at least like
yeah, you've
target
arrived.
it.
Oh, I've arrived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I hadn't made
through
this
the
clear,
light.
Justin's body, and Justin and Adam, who had just died,
So number 4, number 3.
who had just died, show up. Show up.
Number 2.
I have no idea how you're still on number 2. You shouldn't be. Pirate.
I guess you're clearly the
You're
favorite.
calling number 1 now. You're number one. You're number one.
one.
All right, so we come surfboarding
you guys
in on our
come
slip and slide.
surfboarding out on a slip and slide just in time to see the rubble shift and a cable, an electrified cable coming down. Does anyone want to try to stop it from hitting the water?
Okay, fine. I will try to stop it from hitting the water.
Yes, great. I don't have the athletics roll. I've been trying to roll
Cool.
that all night.
What
That's
skill
terrible.
and stat do you want to use for this attempt to stop it?
I would like to use athletics and brains.
Sure. Let's have the
I'm
roll.
good at I'm good at those things.
Okay.
Okay. So here's a fun thing. 3 successes, one of which is a 6 on the red die.
Oh shit! The computer.
So the computer's gonna see us succeeding at our mission in real time, just as this happens.
You dive for the cable, and as soon as you dive for the cable, the computer decides that your despicable actions have branded you an enemy of Alpha Complex. All around, vid screens and pop-ups play videos about all the awful things you've done. Oh, he throws away perfectly good algae chips. He illegally cloned a kitten just so he could drown it. He left a grapple gun connected to his clone's body at the base of a pit. You know, all kinds of stuff like that. He's a combat officer, and he hasn't even hit this thing once yet.
I did kick off.
I mean, you did kick off
its
one
tentacle.
of its limbs, but
You know. Anyway.
Anyway,
Computer didn't see that.
You were under a lot of viscous liquid when that happened.
It was busy.
you immediately get 5 treason stars.
Seems like a lot. Is that a lot?
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
lot.
that's
It's
the
the
max.
most. It's the most.
Oh.
Oh.
And
We could level up if we take him out right now.
you could actually. That is
Red
true.
clearance level by killing our special guest.
Also, furthermore,
That works,
the alarms blaring.
The computer can't be wrong.
You do manage to grab the cable, and as soon as you do, that's when all hell breaks loose, and I actually need you to make an athletics and violence check right now.
Okay. 3 successes.
Fantastic. So you managed to avoid being electrocuted, but as soon as everyone looks at you, and you realize that you have 5 treason stars, Roz takes out her megaphone and shouts, "Kill the traitor!" And now, not only if they didn't have enough reason to do it before, a superior officer just ordered them to do it. And as treasonous as you are, you're this deep in shit. You might as well go all the way.
I do have a spear.
You just decide. Screw
Shot
this,
through the
and
heart.
you take the. You just decide, screw this, and you take the electrified cable and you put it right in the water.
Yeah, I would totally I would totally take the cable and just like dive, try to swan dive into this crackling
Oh,
thing.
damn it, he's gonna get the reward for taking himself out. He's
Ah,
gonna be the only one who gets promoted.
I know.
You all feel a wave
have
of
a
something coursing through you, something strange, something powerful. You're all electrified for sure. Anyone caught in the electricity,
It's all of us.
it's all
Except
of you.
Roz, who's standing on the table with the megaphone.
Except Roz, who's standing on the table with the megaphone. Everyone becomes injured, including the tentacle monster.
What if I'm already injured?
If you're already injured, you are now maimed.
Oh, fuck.
If you are maimed, you choose which limb you have lost.
Oh, I lose a limb, do I?
In this case, it would be like
In this
the
case,
nerve damage is
the
made it so
nerve
much
damage has rendered the limb useless. So you decide which limb. Sure.
Lefty.
Your left arm is no longer functional.
Just a big spark comes out of it. It's just
So everyone who
Oh,
is not
this is
yet
fine.
injured becomes injured. Everyone who's injured becomes maimed.
So I'm holding my broom still in my right hand, and that's all I got.
Including the monster, and more importantly,
Old doggo.
the electricity,
Good old doggo.
the combination of the electricity and the red dessert seems to sends a wave of something coursing through you, something strange and powerful. But you decide to keep this newfound information to yourself for now.
Oh, it's our radioactive spider bite moment.
I was gonna say now I'm Magneto.
Again, most of these cards are blank, but if they're not blank, you've now gained a mutant power. Being
Very appropriate.
being a mutant is immediately punishable by death. If you identify a mutant, you get bonus XP points, and if you kill a mutant, you get a lot of bonus XP points. So find out who's a mutant. These mutant power cards can also be played face down, like your equipment and your action cards, and they have an action order, and they do fun things, and they are activated by spending Moxie. But you never have to flip them face up, even when you're using them for the effect. You just show your GM, and he'll make things happen for you. So, where were we? You just dealt massive damage to each other and the
Top of the round.
and the thing. Top of the round. Everyone put a card face down.
It's perfect. I mean, it's nothing. There's nothing on there. But it's
Action
perfect.
order 10, 9, 8.
Yeah, here we go. So I'm gonna show the. I threw my mutant card down onto the table, and now I'm showing it to Joshua, which says you're not a mutant. There's nothing on here. And I'm gonna spend my Moxie.
Spend one Moxie.
To do absolutely nothing other than monkey leap from my slip and slide onto the back of the bot and just give it a big ol' hug. You should all be going to unplug this thing. We're just gonna embrace and
Fantastic.
and
gonna
enjoy
have-
our
make a
moments
new
with
friend?
I'm gonna make a new friend, and he's not gonna bother anyone for a while. So
Lyle,
you can all go and take that plug
in a
out.
panic,
For God's
rushes-
sakes, take that plug out.
Lyle, in a
please.
panic, rushes straight for the sensor of the sensor of the tentacle monster. He puts his hands right on the thing, and then powerful shocks of electricity comes out of his hands, shocking.
We were all electrocuted. That just came from the preserve.
It's just maybe he's just still still alive.
I haven't discharged.
Hold on, I have to
He
amend
discharges
this.
all of this
Form.
electricity into the monster and into the vat of goo that you're all standing in, shocking you all again.
That was the combat officer's fault. It is the same electricity.
Of course. Congratulations, you killed the tentacle monster. That was the last point of damage.
Okay.
But
I
you
did
also
it. Number one.
you're also all injured. So if you were already injured, you're now maimed. If you were already maimed, you're
I'm
now
now dead. Guess
I
what, guys? I
I
died!
took out the pirate queen.
You did. You
Ah.
did. Double shocking way that ended.
Okay. Yeah. My
The smell of
Before I die, can I send the computer a message?
no, but
Oh, okay.
after you come back to life,
Sweet,
you
okay.
can send the
That's
computer
great.
message.
I will.
I lose my left leg.
Cool. Cool. Actually, sorry. Side effect of your power makes you immune to your power.
There is no. I mean, I'm maimed just like everyone else, but I understand what you're talking about. If I had such a power, I'd be immune to it.
Am I back
okay,
yet?
I understand. You'll be back in a second.
Okay.
I'm still gonna.
You're on your way back.
I'm
You're
limping. My left
shipping
leg
through
hurts
juice.
real bad. I lost it. I maimed my
Ding,
left
you
leg.
have male friend computer.
Cool beans. Cool beans.
I'm also maimed. We'll say left arm.
Cool beans.
We'll say it took out your eyesight, so you didn't see anything.
Nice try.
Congratulations, you guys killed that monster.
How many?
Am I back?
XP.
Well, we'll deal with that in a second.
Yeah.
We'll deal with that in a bit because we still have some wrapping up to do in a
Very exciting debrief.
very exciting debrief. It's actually called a debrief.
It's actually called a
the,
debrief from Paranoia,
in
so it's
Paranoia.
not the Terrible Warrior
wow.
debrief episode.
No,
that
it's
we'll
not.
record
It's
later.
not a debrief of the whole playing of the game, but it's actually an episode of debriefing. You killed the guy. You killed the boss. Who wants to unplug the plug?
I mean, I'm already underneath
I need to know who unplugs
Yeah,
the plug.
I would
Yeah, I'm
go-
already down there.
Raz's down there.
Cool. So you unplug the plug. Yeah.
All our sins get drained away.
Literally from here at this point.
When you go to unplug the plug, you find a dead clone attached to the plug, drowned. There's several dead clones down there,
There's
but
3, yeah.
there's another dead clone that that wasn't one of you guys. Through your cerebral cortex, identifies the name of the clone as Daphne G. Something 6, and then it's interesting because there's just garbled characters instead of a sector name. Around her neck on a cord is a key to a storage locker with details of the location of the locker stamped into the metal. Apparently, it's Sector THA. Anyone who checks their cerebral cortex finds out that there is no Sector THA.
That's
So
awkward.
that doesn't exist. Once the
Sure, that'll be a very important key.
perhaps. Once the plug is unscrewed, the lid slowly lifts, and then there is a huge suction, sucking anyone in the liquid down to their deaths.
Oh.
Valiant.
Farewell.
Farewell. Thank
Bye.
you for joining us.
I was looking at 5 chasing
Anyone-
stars anyway. So.
Anyone on the lower level is sucked to their deaths. Anyone above manages to
my
avoid being sucked to their death. And then, of course, you battered and bruised, and a few clones richer. You guys return and do a debrief. Now we're gonna try to fast forward this debrief, which is unfortunate because
Might
anyone
come
who
back and
plays
message.
Paranoia knows the debrief is the most fun part of the game.
Yeah, there's a lot of paperwork that gets involved. It's funny because we actually lost the debrief the first time we played Paranoia because my computer ran out of memory. So we actually lost the
Oh,
footage.
wow.
Oh,
And we
dear.
had to then record later. So this is kind of what happened. So in Terrible Warrior tradition, we've never actually done the debrief properly. So
Well, we're in Terrible Warrior tradition. We're gonna do it improperly, but we are gonna do it. This will just be an extended episode. The debriefing officer is Vernon Y. Height 2. And Vernon Y. Height 2 is going through the stack of paperwork that you've put on this person's desk.
it's all thanks to all of your wonderful form
Yes,
work.
I'll take
Are you a
all
security
of your forms,
officer?
please. Everyone who has forms.
Maybe he's
I'll
the
take some.
security officer.
Do you need our identity forms?
Yes, I need not the identity forms, just every other form that you have filled out, including this piece of stick.
Yep, definitely a stick. Definitely was
definitely
never
stick.
a broom. It's just a stick.
And yes, I have the form that you submitted, Adam.
Yeah, several
here.
treason submission
Okay.
forms. Several, I think, all directed
Wow.
at me multiple times.
Falsified a claim that Echo Ioli was a pirate. This report was made to a team of troubleshooters impending their investigation. He also smells bad and is slippery.
Thanks, Rob. You're the best.
No, I have it on good authority that she definitely
Citizens
is a
commit
pirate.
treason because they are commies or otherwise unfit for existence? I've never thought about committing treason. Okay. I additionally associate with... Okay, interesting. All right, let's see. Citizens, let's start with...
For our Patreon supporters who get access to our files, all of these forms will be scanned and available on
Great.
the Google Drive account when you get your postcard. I guarantee you, so you can read through these in detail. We put a lot of work
The
into them.
forms are real good.
We're not going to be able to read them all,
No.
but that's where you can find them.
I have some questions for you, citizens. Explain the
I
reason
love questions.
for your appropriation and misuse of the Sector Hoy tables, benches, doors, mops, grenades, and whatever other stuff you misused.
They're definitely like that when we got there.
It was the pirate.
We have footage that this one broke a leg off of one of the tables from Sector Hoy.
I
I
can't
believe
help
that
it.
was
That.
the pirate
That's
that was
traitorous.
That was
misidentified as
him.
me. I had already swapped places.
Oh, yes, of course.
I had it, but let's just go with
Whatever.
it.
Nah,
All right.
Bluff check,
How about
bluff
this
check.
one then? How about this one? You are responsible for the destruction of a valuable SKWIDDO unit maintenance bot. Can you explain your actions?
It was responsible for the destruction of several versions of our clones. We had a mission by the friend computer to unplug the plug. It wouldn't let us unplug the plug. It was trying to kill us, and it was self-defense.
You should have found a way to work around it without destroying.
I didn't. I mean, I understand what you're saying.
the equipment.
Yeah, it was also our combat officer who electrocuted it. and used the wiring down and.
Oh, actually, I was
damage.
attempting to stun it and incapacitate it when this
Fellow citizens, do you concur with this assessment that it was the combat officer that
all
electrocuted
happened so
it?
quickly.
I was real busy filling out paperwork.
We were all dying from the electrocution caused by the.
Now, we
combat
have a
officer.
report here that says that you are a mutant, that someone witnessed you discharging electricity from your very hands.
When we were all being electrocuted by
No,
the combat
definitely-
officer?
definitely
We were all being
after.
electrocuted.
Definitely a mutant.
after.
Being electrocuted is not a mutant.
At this point,
ability.
I would like to request any who here on this Lyle's team would like to concur that they believe him to be a mutant.
Oh, I
Oh,
definitely
definitely
do.
me.
Oh yes, definitely.
A
Unanimous.
laser gun comes out of the ceiling and just vaporizes you
My
into dust.
boots. Just left there. Number 5.
Yeah.
Quintro.
Wow.
Let's see. Echo, can you identify the source of the red dessert topping?
It came from up the spiral staircase.
So you are unable to identify the exact source of the red dessert topping.
Unfortunately, no, because when we approached the room, the staircase was completely disabled.
Please inform me why you did not attempt to ascertain the source of the red.
We were more
Dessert
concerned
topping.
with the initial mission of find the plug, unplug, and replug. That was our first mission.
Yes, that was your
Plug
mission.
it in, plug
Your
it
mission,
in.
and I have noted here that you did unplug,
Unplug, replug.
but it says here that the plug was never replugged back in. So your mission is technically, on that sense, a failure. Tell us why you didn't complete
You had
your
3
mission.
things
I
to
had
remember.
left it
You
with-
had the form, the checklist.
The one who
You
was
carried
in charge
that around
of
the whole game.
forms, who knew the order of which we had to
Yes,
do for our
of
mission.
course. Of course, Tots. Tell us. Tell us. Torts. I can't see your name from here.
My fifth
Torts.
clone. Just my fifth clone. Just please
Please tell us why you did not complete your mission.
Well, I was distracted by this horrifying mutant that I was very busy
I'm sorry.
filling
That
out
was
paperwork about.
clone number 4. I
Yes.
am not that mutant.
I'm
found-
pointing at the boots.
We
on the
found
floor.
no evidence that mutations carry from one clone to the next.
Yeah, no, I'm pointing at the boots right beside him from the old clone.
Yes. It says here, a very important mission to 1, locate a plug, and there's a check mark. Unplug the plug, there's no check mark. Replug the plug back in, no check mark. And 4, most importantly, have fun. Also no check mark.
I mean,
How much-
that is,
You
that
did not
is an
have fun
error.
on your mission?
That is an error on my part for not putting have fun on that. But we did, in fact, have an 84 out of 84 of fun.
I do have a record here that shows you saying how much you love paperwork,
do.
and yet you failed to complete this piece of paperwork here.
I know.
You liar.
There's an inconsistency between what you said in this video cam and this report
Falsifying
that we
information
can't seem to account for, except that you might be under suspicion of being a traitor. So you're going to have to take a treason star for that. Yep, treason star.
Just standing in the corner with tears streaming down my face, being like, I
Also,
deserve this.
This form was filled out on a broken sector only mop.
I would posit that is, in fact, a spear.
Well, that would be a lie.
Requisitioned by our
that's another
equipment
lie.
officer.
That would be another lie.
Lie.
So for defacing Alpha Complex property, 1 treason star, breaking Alpha Complex treason property, another treason star, and lying during your debriefing, another treason star. How many are you at right now? All right, a gun comes out of the ceiling, and you are now Boots.
I mean, that was okay because I was maimed anyway.
Yeah, your arms work again.
Now I'm 3.
Sweet,
Citizen,
sweet
Citizen
freedom.
Ravioli.
Yes.
Are there clones you would like to commend for their helpfulness and loyalty to the computer?
Previous
No.
3 of yours.
It was silence.
I thought Roz did a wonderful job.
You did? Oh, okay. Well, we will make sure that Roz is commended for her diligent duty as
Awful.
Team leader.
I need a traitor for him.
Furthermore,
You treasonous, tasty beef boy.
I have additional questions. How did you get past the rogue clone known as Infrared Beard?
We were authorized to use lethal force, so I used lethal force.
Yes, we have records of you using lethal force. However, we also have records of showing that after Infrared Beard was deceased, you willfully bashed his head in with Alpha Complex property, damaging not only the property used to bust his head in, but also damaging the breathing apparatus that he had on his face. I'm afraid this is very treasonous behavior. You'll have to get 2 treason stars for this behavior.
That was a previous clone of myself that did that. He had a lot of problems.
Yeah. Well, that clone wasn't punished for those problems, so you will have to be. You're going to get 2 treason stars for that behavior. And in addition, let's see. What are your reasons for believing? Are there any clones you would like to report to the computer as possible enemies of Alpha Complex? Now, we do have a form that you filled out here that says
he was one of them.
Lilioli is a enemy of Alpha Complex. What are your reasons for believing Lilioli may be an enemy of Alpha
Lilioli?
Complex?
Lilioli is, Lilioli 4, 3, 2, and probably 1 were definitely
There's no
all.
Lilioli 1 died in a freak food vat combustion accident that had nothing to do with any of your accusations.
He was probably a mutant.
Was this in Sector Hoy? Were you in Sector Hoy when this freak food vat accident took place?
This is all your fault.
Oh no! It all goes back to character creation. Full circle.
Character creation that I have a recording here, Lilioli, that specifically shows that you texted some other members of your team at some point requesting to skip character creation.
Meta. That was weeks ago. Trying to save time and wondering if it was really necessary because we might have only had 2 hours.
And now you know how necessary it was. Increased your clone number.
Like in mid-sentence, I stand.
How many clones?
He's on 6.
He's on his last clone.
Yeah, you're your last clone.
And I think I still have like 3 more treason requests.
Ravioli, what are your motives for wanting Lilioli to be classified as an enemy of Alpha Complex?
Simply to do the best to support Friend Computer and Alpha Complex as a whole.
At any point, did any clone try to recruit you into a secret society?
No. Although there was talk of piracy. So I guess that could technically be considered some form of secret society.
Queen.
I heard there was a pirate.
We have footage here of a wanton gang of criminals taking being on a pirate ship, as they've classified it as, and you willfully climbing onto this boat with them.
Yeah, that's just it. As the pirate queen, I never
In fact, you were the first person to board the ship. You were very quick to join them.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't consider it joining. I got kicked in the face and then killed 2 of them.
Technically, before we had permission.
That seems like very.
Oh,
pirate
yes, it's
behavior.
true. You didn't
use
have
lethal
permission
force.
to use lethal force until after you used that lethal force. I'm afraid that's worth at least 1 more treason star. How many are you at now?
That'd be 3.
That'd be 3. Okay, better make it 4, just to be safe.
It sounds. I mean, it sounds
Be
fair.
thorough.
Sounds fair.
Let's see. We identified a power surge that cost the computer a great many lost kilowatts. Were you responsible for this?
No, that'd be Echo. That would be Echo's fault. They
Echo,
got
in what way
got
was
slammed-
Echo responsible for this?
Well, they got slammed against the wall by the squid unit thing and dislodged.
Yes, and
the
who
cable.
woke up the squid unit thing?
Well, I would assume someone else, probably pirates.
Someone definitely
Not
not
that
you.
green that was
There
down
were
there.
there were pirates that hung signs that said beware the crackling or whatever. So I assume they did it and then put some signs up around just to, they had a real thing for decorating, I had found.
With terrible, terrible items that we are not allowed.
We don't
Those
even-
pirates are terrible.
Yep.
Well, Ravioli, I
Jolly.
just don't know.
Jolly is mandatory.
Let's see. I'm going to review your form here one last time. And it says here, I was not in a position to intervene in all situations, but did intervene and prevent him from committing further treasons. Except, according to the timestamp at which you submitted this, you didn't prevent him from committing further treasons after the fact. Let's see. I have records. We have records where he performed many treasons, including the destruction several treasons, and you just stood idly by, including.
Well, I mean, I was drowning for most of that.
That's true. But what about the time when you stood right next to him as he lied to an equipment officer to requisition unlawfully a second mop?
This is news to me. I was busy admiring Roz and her diligence to duty. I was not, right next to him at that time.
So that was a lapse of attention then. Can you tell us how long
you will find that I am nothing if not vigilant and saucy.
And yet your vigilance did not extend to watching over your allies in case they might be lying.
Yeah, how thoughtless.
Oh.
I'm afraid that's worth at least one treason star. How many are we at now?
4. Still 4.
Are we sure it's 4? Are we sure you're not
I'm-
increasing your clone number?
It's 4
Better make
indeed.
it 4
Better-
just
Look
to
at
be
that.
thorough. I believe was the line.
Yeah,
said.
yeah. Let's
think I
let's
need a
replay
treason
that. Let's
for.
replay that recording. Better make it 4 just to be thorough. Oh, okay. That was thorough a second ago. Okay.
okay.
Increase your clone number. A little gun pops out and you're just boots.
There's a lot of boots in this room.
There's a
There's a
lot
lot of boots and smoking boots at that.
I really should stop. It's not good for
I
health.
got one more very, very important question to ask, and this is to all of you.
Oh, so we're all back in here. Our new.
Oh yeah, your new
clothes.
clones
yeah.
pop
Clones
back
back.
in, of course.
Yeah, how's it going? Hey. We'll come down
Please.
like little pneumatic tubes. Thunk, 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 thunk.
This is the most important question, and it's for all of you. Please explain the shocking condition or loss of your mops.
Mine is still.
Is covered in red jelly.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Mine was destroyed by the pirate queen.
You lost
Listen,
2 mops.
She dropped that.
I
on it.
would
lost 2
agree.
mops.
I would agree. There was
That
some
second
level
mop
of
should never
mop
have been
failure,
given to
but
me.
we were really reassured by our equipment officer that our mops were in tip-top
Mine
condition.
was in fact requisitioned by our
And
equipment
then,
officer.
I don't know how they failed at that point, but certainly
True.
they did.
And then he didn't even use it.
Well then.
To oblivion and beyond. I have no more clones left.
I have killed you guys enough for one day, I think.
So, like, there is a solution you haven't thought of, and I blast myself.
I think the remaining penalties for your clearly insubordinate treasonous actions will have to come out of your XP points total. But you have all completed more or less parts of your mission to some degrees of success and most degrees of failure, but a little bit of success. So
The point is, we had fun.
the point is you had fun. Well, I don't know about that because according to this,
Most of us.
according to
that
this, it
treason?
says that you didn't have fun.
You're right.
But-
And if only we had had a happiness officer assigned to our group.
Look, I was the
If only we
cleanliness
completed
officer.
step
I don't know
4.
why.
Let's see. You would have been accounted. You would have been given 150. But if I cross the
I only need
T's,
4.
you would have been each given 150 experience points. But sorry, XP points. It's not called experience points. Redacted. Forget I said that. If anyone calls them experience points, I will
They
kill
are
them on
wrong.
sight. They are traitors.
I need it for him.
Yeah. So let's see. Okay. Well, mission accomplished, more or less. And you would be awarded 150 XP points, but if I cross the T's and dot the I's, according to all these mistakes and errors and treasonous behaviors and deaths, I have to bring those totals down to a grand total of 4. 4 each.
Yes!
4 experience points each.
Nice.
There you go.
I was waiting for you to just say 3.
I say.
Yeah, I know. I was,
I was
waiting for
very
it.
waiting for 3.
Actually, well, it's 3 technically, but you guys get 1 experience point, 1 XP point. I really have to fix my my lisp there. You guys
you're
each get 1 XP
treasonous?
point per day of surviving in Alpha Complex, and it's been a day, so
Lisp.
there
Lisp
you go.
sounds like treason.
Do I still get? Do I get anything extra for being number 1?
You get to be number 1.
You get, to,
Bragging
be,
rights.
you get to have fun.
That sounds treasonous, questioning the value of being number
I was just
one.
wondering if there's extra.
So congratulations, you've all.
I cashed in my XP points to get red
Yeah,
level
red level,
clearance,
red
and I
level,
start
red
to
level.
read the rule book.
Red level.
You are now up to red level clearance. You are promoted to troubleshooters, and you now have
Now
access
read
to the
everything.
player's handbook. The
I now
player's
present
handbook.
myself as
Rules.
liar,
Delicious rules.
liar, Oli.
The player's handbook is now
Ecock.
free for you to read,
All of our names.
so
are
that next
ruined.
time we play Paranoia,
Each
Never.
rolly.
you can have an idea of what you're getting
Redacted.
into.
The next episode of Paranoia will just be
Redacted.
a redacted tone that plays for an hour and a half long.
Perfect.
You still,
Oh.
after all that, you still don't get to know the title of that mission because it's actually
Higher level
far
mods?
above red level clearance.
Clear, high enough that we don't even know what the clearance level is.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, excellent. Perfect.
Well then.
Well,
Well,
But
if we
thank
ever
you
get-
all
if we
for
get-
playing. I hope
If
you
we
all
ever
had
get our way
fun.
up to yellow level, we'll actually be able to fix our names. So
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Goals.
Life goals.
da-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Fun. So,
It's mandatory.
wow. Okay, that was a long episode.
It was.
We had
Sorry
to get it
about
done
that.
right. No, apologies. It needed to be done. It happens. We are done. Paranoia.
It is,
for
that's
like
it,
another
that's it.
3 years. So thanks to Mongoose Publishing. They're the ones who put it out. You can find them out. The links are all in the show notes, and I probably mentioned them at the end of each episode as well. We have barreled through this. Joshua, thank you for putting it together. I know it was a last minute request on your part. You've been
I did
you've
it in
been
a week.
chomping at the bit to run
yeah.
this game for us, and I was like, "Cool, can you do it next week?" And you're like, "Yes, cool. Can you do it at 9 o'clock at night and play until 3 in the morning?"
Yeah.
Oh, sure, okay. And so we just pulled that off. Well, of course, Adam Bash, thank you for joining us.
yeah, it was
our
so much fun.
Silly little stupid game. What special weekend offer only? Did you just show me redacted information I'm not supposed to know?
No, this is in the red book.
Oh, it's in
You're
the
good.
red
Yeah.
book.
We
You're good now.
Cool.
You're right.
We're in the inner circle. Of course, you
Yeah.
listening in, you do not have this kind of clearance. So we have to end this episode real
Put that
quickly.
book down. Stop it.
I hope you had fun there, Adam. Where can we find you?
Yeah, so I'm on Twitter at the Adam Bash.
The Adam Bash, and you've got like a bunch of projects. Congratulations on your Kickstarter. At the
Yes,
time you're
congratulations
listening,
on that.
Since then,
Thank you, thank you.
I'm looking forward to season 5 of Sayer because hot damn, that last season ended on a bit of a stunner. So we're waiting to see what happens next.
All right, well, it won't pick up anywhere near there.
No, we'll never know what happens. Just like the sequel to Paranoia. Just leave that on a nice ellipsis forever. And of course, around the table, I have been joined by our other terrible warriors.
Bree Poison.
Natalie Wallace, also known as Pirate Queen.
I'm Justin Ecock, and
Our game master, Joshua Barbeau, who had so much fun. killing these suckers.
I need to go to sleep now. I'm exhausted.
We're going to bed.
It is not a game of Paranoia until you are drained of all life by the end of it. And I almost lost all my clones. You really.
were so
You got the
close.
closest. I really thought I was going to take one person completely out.
should've.
I'm surprised it wasn't me, but then you just kept dying.
Yeah, well, someone's got to show how it's done. Glad to have been the example.
You ranked up the treason stars fastest, but then you
I
didn't
did.
die for the
No.
longest time.
No,
It was
because
just
you're
really suspicious.
the cunningness of a pirate queen.
That was
you
the
guys never got me on that.
that was
Pirate
the
Queen
introductory practice mission.
We've got
to just
so
learn
much.
the
I wish we got
rules.
time to do a debrief. We're gonna record one at
Yeah.
sometime in the later a bit, and we'll put it out there.
We will.
For our
Yes.
people on
And,
Patreon.
and much as Justin says, it'll be 3 years before we run this again.
ramble on, my wayward son. All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. I don't know what we're playing next. I don't know. Listen to the extra because I definitely record it there.
Listen to Future Justin.
Listen to Future Justin. And for now, I'm out of here. Be good to each other.
The Terrible Warriors have new episodes out every Tuesday. And now that the Paranoia campaign is completed, citizens with the upgraded clearance gained through Patreon support can head over to the Patreon page right now to download the special debrief episode recorded live in a car. Patreon supporters will also gain access to all of those forms we never read on the show. Did you notice that those travel papers were never mentioned again? Find out exactly what was written down in the exclusive debrief episode. And special thanks to Adam Bash for joining us for these 4 hours of mayhem. You can follow Adam Bash on Twitter at @TheAdamBash. And if you're a fan of the previous 4 hours of Paranoia, chances are you'll enjoy Sayer, although it is a lot more horrifying. That's okay. I'm sure those other AIs have the very best in store for the betterment of humanity. Paranoia is published by Mongoose Publishing, and in the show notes, there's a link to Drive-Thru RPG where you can purchase this game for your very own. And, alright, I'm done with that whole computer voice. The Terrible Warriors will be returning to a new campaign in 2 weeks' time, but we will still have new episodes out every Tuesday. So next week on The Terrible Warriors, we take you back to March, to the Breakout Convention here in Toronto, where we were invited to meet with a number of game developers and chat to them about the industry, the games they have made, and what they like about tabletop. Come back next week for a special report from Justin Ecock and Natalie Wallace, recorded live on the floor at Breakout Con. And are you wondering what our next story is going to be? Well, you may have remembered, if you're a Patreon supporter, we put out a poll on which game we should play next, and you chose Mouse Guard. 4 episodes with Will Mitchell returning as GM. Little mice against big challenges. Follow the Terrible Warriors on Twitter at Dice Warriors. We've got a YouTube channel up and running now. You can listen to everything since we launched on Patreon, available now on YouTube. Hey, did you notice we're also on Spotify? If you find that more convenient, go ahead and follow us there. We're also releasing new episodes through Facebook, so you can share it with your friends and spam their news feeds. Our Discord channel is open to everyone, available to the public. Patreon supporters get special access to virtual studio rooms, but anyone can join us on Discord and you can hang out with us there. And I'll tell you, if you are the kind of person who wants to know what happens on this show before anyone else, we tend to float little teasers in the Discord channel before we even post it on Twitter. And today's Terrible Warriors, and your loyal citizens of Alpha Complex, Joshua Barbeau, Justin Ecock, Bree Poisonne, Natalie Wallace, and special guest Adam Bash. We return next week for our special report from Breakout Con, and our next campaign begins in May. 4-part series set in the world of Mouse Guard. And until we meet again, dear listener, thank you for being a terrible warrior.